Hi guys, and welcome back to UnJaded Jade. So odds are you are watching this like 2 months after I'm filming it. But yeah, today's video is about sixth form advice, yay! I'm currently in the summer between year 12 and year 13, and I kind of just want to give you some advice on what I wish I had known from the start of year 12, because there are a lot of things I wish I had done from the get-go that you kind of pick up as you go along. So, number one, it's hard. It is really bloody hard. And if you think sixth form's going to be hard, well, you probably don't realise just how hard it is actually going to be. Whether you're clever or not, whether you work hard or not, it is going to be really hard. And I think I always knew how hard it would be, and yet it still came as a shock. GCSEs and A-level, you always hear that there's a jump between them, but the jump is far greater than you can actually like comprehend until you just do it. Especially for me doing 4 subjects, like I didn't have as many frees to like fall back on. So yeah, the first few weeks are kind of a stressful time, and hopefully your teachers like wean you into it a bit. But the whole marking system's so different, it's a lot harder to get good grades. The amount of work you get so different, you're expected to put in more time, effort. And the second thing that really goes along with that is that it's okay to get lower grades, especially in the first few months of year 12, because the marking system is worlds apart from GCSE. Like a C might sound not that amazing because you're used to the GCSE system, but then you come to A-level and a C is like a decent pass. So don't be disheartened within the first few months if you are getting lower grades than you're used to, or like different like letter grades, because I think it's something like a low D at A-level is equivalent to a high A star at GCSE. So number 3, you will need folders, and lots of them. I wish I had been a more organised person from the start of year 12. I actually moved school for sixth form and then moved back after a week, which for me was absolutely perfect because it meant that I had 1 week at a different school to iron out my organisation issues and then come back to a new, like my old school and start completely afresh and have my organisation down. But yeah, if you're not an organised person and you're a bit messy like me, this will force you to become organised, which is why you need folders and you need loads of like wads of paper. I think I went through like 5 massive 400-page wads of lined paper. So for me, you don't have to copy this, but I found the best way to get organised was to have a day folder. So I'd bring that folder in every single day to my lessons, and I'd have dividers in there. So I have 2 teachers for every lesson. So I'd have like an English section, and one divider thing would have the English work for one teacher, and then the next divider would have the English work for the other teacher. Equally for every single subject I would have that. So that way I wasn't lugging around 4 folders a day for the different subjects. I just had my 1 day folder. And then when I finished a chapter, I would transfer the contents of a divider into a subject-specific folder, which I'd have at home. So I have a folder for chemistry and for maths and biology, but whatever I'm doing in the lessons at that point will be in my day folder. Number 4, you will never be free again. Like, you just will never be utterly without something to do. Basically, you get a lot of homework, and it's more than that, because even if you finish all the homework that you have, well, let me tell you now, there is still further reading to be done. There are notes to be made and flashcards to be made, and basically so many other things that you can just never be without something to do. So you do have to learn how to manage your time and balance it all, but if you'll become a pro, it's fine. Number 5, use your bloody frees. Use them, okay? I was pretty good, and because I did 4 subjects, I didn't have many frees, therefore I had to use them. But if you're at your school, you're given frees and studies, make sure that you still use your frees to do work in, because if you don't get into this habit from day 1, it becomes very hard to pick up. So make sure you know the best place that you work in. So at my school we have the common room which you can work in, the quiet study area of the library, and a quiet study area in the sixth form block. and I know that I just will not work if there are people around that I can chat to. Therefore, I lock myself in the quiet study area, and that is where I go for every single free to make sure I actually do stuff. But yeah, you will start the year thinking, cool, I have frees, yes, great. But don't be tempted to use them all to just go out to Costa or whatever. Like, don't do that, okay? Number 6, write your flashcards / notes / mind maps for every single lesson after you've had that lesson. This is the most common regret of people as they move from year 12 into year 13 or around exam period, because the amount of work that you get at A-level is utterly different to GCSE. Like, you cannot catch up a whole year's worth of work of notes, you just can't. And even doing one chapter's worth of notes is like hours and hours and hours. So I got into the habit pretty early that, say I had a biology lesson, I would make sure that by the end of that day I had done the notes from that biology lesson, and then it just can't creep up on you. And it's great when mini tests come around, because odds are you've already done the flashcards and you'll be thanking yourself. And if you haven't done all the flashcards, it's a really good moment to sit back, look at what you have done and what you need to patch up with your notes. Number 7, revise for those mini tests. Every end of chapter test, properly go for it. Don't just be like, yep, cool, I have loads to do, I'm just not gonna revise for it, and I'll see what I know without revision. Like, don't do that. Revise for it, otherwise you will regret it as the year goes on and you haven't revised for any of the mini tests. Number 8. Your teachers are amazing and supportive, and use them. So if you're stressed, talk to them. If you don't understand something, talk to them. You cannot let it keep going where you don't understand something, because there will be many things that you probably don't understand from the get-go, and you need to be proactive in asking them for help. So for example, I attended this like after school maths support session, like after school, 1 day a week, and I did that pretty much the entire year, and I'm certain that I would not have done as well in maths. I mean, I don't know what I got, but I would not have done as well if I hadn't gone to that, because maths doesn't come like completely naturally to me. I have to work hard to understand it at first, and then I feel like I retain it quite well. But yeah, I didn't really understand a lot of the content as the year went on, but that helped me just going over it with the teacher. Number 9, friendship groups will shift, and that's okay. Some shift loads, some hardly change, but basically people leave, they go to college, they go to different sixth forms, people come, like new people, and you're in different classes to your friends, you might be in new jumbled up forms, and inevitably they're going to change a bit, and that's fine. And number 10 is you will grow immensely as a person this year in year 12. I don't think I could have guessed how much more independent I would become, or how much more organised and on top of things you like have to be. It will challenge you, that is for definite, but I think it's kind of necessary, and you do come out of it feeling like, yes. Like, God, when the day I finish year 13, I think I'm just gonna like sit and cry for like a day of happiness and pride for finishing it. It's a hard time, but as long as you work hard and you're dedicated and you actually like do your work and you put time in, you will be fine. So I also interviewed a few people who are in my year, and I'm just going to insert some clips of what they wish they'd done from the start of year 12, so that you can get not just my opinion, but the opinion of some of my friends as well. Comment down below what subjects you are doing at A-level, because I'm interested to know, and I'm also interested to know if you end up changing any of them in the first week, because that does happen. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Good luck, I guess. Also, straight hair, just saying.
I really wish from the start of year 12 that I read through the textbook the night before the lesson. This works quite well with like subjects like science. I do physics, so every night before the physics lesson I wish I just read through that chapter just to like understand the keywords, and that really helped me.
I would be more organised.
I wish I'd known not to stress so much in the beginning, because even if it's difficult to start with, it will all work out really fine.
So after every lesson, I wish that I made flashcards or notes.
I wish I'd used my freeze, because
At the beginning I was really chilled about not using them, and then I realised I kind of needed to. So yeah.
I wish I'd chosen a subject that I liked from the start, because I initially chose physics and then I wasn't enjoying it, so then I had to swap later, which meant a lot of catch-up work. I wish I'd got a better night's sleep at the start, so that I didn't drain myself throughout the year.